What is up, Gemini? How are you guys doing? It is time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's going on with you guys for the first week of July. So remember, weekly check-ins are just a short, sweet, quick, general, energetic overview. And for those of you who need a personal reading, you can find all the information on how to go about doing that right down here in the description of this video. And don't forget, y'all, I'm doing something new now. I'm now doing general personal readings. I was telling Aries and Taurus, I am absolutely blown away at the positive feedback I've received from that. Like, blown away. I knew a few people would like it, you know, because we at least hear one person a day, you know, ask about a reading, but they don't know what to ask. They don't know what to say. So I knew it would be a little handful of people that like it, but I did not know that I would get that positive of a response from that. So general personal readings now, y'all. If you need a reading, but you don't know what to ask or you don't have any questions, there's a section on my website now where you can pick a topic that you want read in regards to love or career, and I'll do the rest. Really budget friendly too. But here's the thing. This isn't a temporary thing. You know how sometimes I'll do things for a week or for a month? This is going to be on my website permanently now, okay? So the link is in the description. All right. Let's see what's going on with your situation in the first week of July. I'm going to find a deck that'll talk to me. How about this? Let's see if this one wants to behave. Yeah. Heaven and Earth Tarot. Badass deck, dude. I love it. What's going on with Gemini for the first week of July? I keep wanting to say June. I didn't say June, did I? I don't know why I still have June stuck in my head. It just flies by so fucking fast, dude. Flies by so fast. All right, what's happening with Gemini in the first week of July? Oh, shit. Two of Cups reversed. Ooh, Knight of Cups, though. King of Cups. Ah, okay. I see what's going on here. I see what's going on. So this person's trying to replace you. That's what they're doing. This person's in a hurry to try to find somebody new. Yeah. So I don't think you and this person are coming together exactly. Now, I always say this, until my face turns blue and the cows come home, but so many people still don't hear me say it. I'm not allowed to spy on the close personal details of somebody else's personal private life. That goes against my moral code. I am a light worker, not a dark worker, okay? However, I can say this. The person you're dealing with is not having very much success finding someone new. How many people are they talking to? I don't know. That's none of my business, none of your business. But they're not having very much success finding anybody new. So it kind of looks to me like you're kind of throwing in the white towel and just giving up on this situation and just accepting the fact that it's done. I'm not seeing anyone working around any blocks in communication. Yeah, that's not really looking like there's a whole lot of much of nothing happening here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of looks like a final decision is being made here. Yeah, okay. Some of you dealing with an Aries. I also have Cancer, Cancer again, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Taurus. Goddamn, could be anybody. Those are just energies. Now, let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level, though. Thank you, Marietta, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. What's this person's truest feelings towards you? What's their true intentions? Whoops. What's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? I see they're throwing in the white towel on this too. Throwing in the white towel, man. Five of Cups reverse. They want to just get over this, honestly. They still be obsessing over you, but yeah, and they're just trying to replace you. They're trying to replace you so that they will stop obsessing over you. Death reversed. See, they're trying to move on from this. It's so hard to explain because this is so layered, because like at the deepest level, obviously they still feel some type of way about it. If they still feel some type of way about it, then obviously they want to be with you at the deepest level. But through the layers, going from the unconscious to the conscious, they want to move on from this. They want to be done with this. They want to replace you. They want to find somebody else. They want to put their focus on them, so that they're hoping that that will shove you out of their mind so they're not thinking about you anymore. It's one of the dumbest goddamn things you can do. I don't have time to sit and explain why, but yeah, they're trying to replace you, desperately trying to replace you, and not having very much success with that. But deep, 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 deep down, obviously they still have feelings for you at the deepest level. This is just so layered and complex and convoluted, you know. Let's grab the advice on this, man. What's the advice? What's the advice for Gemini? Boo boop dee doo boom boom. What's the advice? Boo doo 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 boom boom. What's the advice for Gemini? Strength reverse. Ooh, hang on. See, I know we already talked about this. I know I told you about this. I usually suck at remembering readings. I try like hell, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. When I do one of these readings, after I click off this video, I don't even remember what the hell I said. I don't even know what I'm saying when I'm saying it. Like, I'm not paying attention to what's coming out of my mouth, you know? So 90% of the time, when I click off this video, after I give my little outro and I say stay blessed, I click off the video, I got about 30 seconds to try to remember what I talked about to come up with a title for the reading. If I don't do that, within about 30 seconds, it's gone. It's fucking gone. I don't remember anything I just said. However, I remember giving you this advice several times this year. Look, let them go do what they're going to do and go play their little game. Okay? I know what it feels like, especially those of you who were done dirty. I know there was a few of you. A good little handful of you. You put all of your heart and soul into this, all of your energy, all of your you put everything into it, and then they just ripped your fucking heart out. And it just looks like they're out there having a good old time, and it's just so unfair. Here you are, fucking at rock bottom, broken, battered, fucked up, and they're just out having a good old time, and it just kind of feels like, oh, that's the end right there. Here I am at rock bottom, broken and torn, and there they are on cloud 9 for no fucking reason. It's unfair. That's a very, very, very short-lived, temporary house of cards they're building. I know that's what it feels like. It feels like that's the way the story ends, but it's not. Oh, no, it's not. No, it ain't. You bet yo goddamn skippy motherfucking ass that house of cards is going to come crumbling down. Now, What you want to do is you want to get ahead of the game, right? Let them go play their little game and make it look like they're having all this fun and floating around on cloud nine. Let them go play that game. You get to grinding and healing and growing and evolving. And you'll climb the actual mountain, not the mountain of cards. They're building a mountain of cards right now. It's fake. It's fake. It's phony. It's temporary. You grind and do the work. Get on that spiritual path. Get on that healing path. Get on the manifestation path. Whatever it is you got to do, and grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. I would dedicate no less than the rest of 2025, depending on how long ago this happened, shit, maybe even the next year, 2 years, to nothing but the grind of the healing and the evolution. And then you'll be at the top of the real fucking mountain. The real one. Not no mountain of cards, not no, little bullshit show you're putting on for people. You'll be at the top of the real mountain. You'll attract your fucking blessings. You'll be successful. You'll be a different person. You won't even be the same fucking person, dude. You'll attract your divine life partner. And the tables will turn. Because they're going to be down there at rock bottom, looking and feeling stupid as shit. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen so many times, and I've lived it too. I've got to experience that many times. Oh, many, many, many times. Actually, you know what? And it's kind of sad too. When you're at rock bottom, you don't think it's going to be sad. When you're the one at rock bottom, you think you're going to be laughing at them, but you're really not. Every single person who casted judgment on me when I was at rock bottom traded places with me when I made it to the top of the mountain. Every one of them ended up going through exactly what I went through. And it's sad to watch, When you're in that place, you can't wait to see that day come. You can't wait to see them go through what you're going through. But when you heal and you do better, and you actually put all that behind you, and you successfully release that shit, you really don't want to see that like you think you do. It's sad. It really is sad. Honestly, I use that as fuel on my manifestation path. I couldn't wait to spit in the face of the people that were, throwing shit at me and judging me. But by the time I finally got there, I had no desire to do that anymore. By the time I finally got there and I looked and all those people were back there down in the place that I was at, I felt bad for them. I was like, damn, dog. I felt embarrassed for them. I felt secondhand embarrassment because I know what that feels like. It's weird, dude, but either way, regardless, I'm telling you, those tables will turn, okay? All right, let's see what's coming in for the singles. Let's see. What's coming in? What's coming in for the singles? Whoop, 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 whoop. Ooh, the world card. Whole new cycle. Starting a whole new cycle, dude. 2 more shuffles. 2 more. Excuse me. Okay, well, oh wow, this is interesting. This is interesting. You're starting a whole new cycle right now. Now, I'm kind of feeling like you're going to turn down a couple of people along the way because you're making a beeline straight towards your actual person. Now, do I think your actual person is coming in the first week of July? Not necessarily. It may for a couple of you. But I'm thinking that you're going to go through that little period where you're having to use your discernment. And you're probably going to turn a couple of people down, honestly. Thank you, Alexandra, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I think there's a couple of opportunities you're going to pass up along the way. That's interesting. I got not the same message, but kind of sort of similar for Aries, where it kind of feels like you're just doing you and kind of keeping everybody away and focusing on your money and your finance. And there's, like I said, I don't know if you're directly turning someone down or if you're avoiding somebody, but there's an opportunity that you're kind of missing. And that's a good thing because you're being prepared for something big. You're being prepared for something big. So, yeah, the first week of July, I think, it's almost like an initiation period. You know? That's the way that kind of feels. Yeah, okay. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That is a good thing, though. Hey, I don't know anybody personally who is with their divine life partner who didn't go through a little period where they were turning relationships down. I personally don't know anybody. Everybody I know who is with their divine life partner at least turned one person down. Usually it's more than one. So now that's a normal part of the path. I'm not going to sit down and dig all that up and explain how that works, but that's normal. And I'm thinking that's what you're kind of going through. You're going through your little initiation phase where you're finding that vibration of abundance. Remember, here's the example I use. When you have an empty void in your stomach, all you can think about is food. When the void in your stomach is full, food is the last thing on your mind. You're kind of avoiding it. You don't really want to go near it. You don't really care. You drive down the road. You don't even want to look at the fast food restaurants. You don't care. When the void in your heart is empty, all you think about is relationship, relationship, relationship. When the void in your heart is full, it's the last thing on your mind. You're not thinking about it. You're not looking for it. The difference between your heart and your stomach is that filling the void in your stomach is a physical process. Filling the void in your heart is an energetic process. That's the only difference. So similarly, when you start feeling that vibration of abundance, okay, you're gonna kind of go through a little period where you're just focusing on other things. You're not thinking about it. You're not purposely isolating yourself. You're just not thinking about it. Like when you're full or for whatever reason you're just not hungry. You're just not thinking about it. You're not purposely avoiding restaurants. It's just not on. It's not interesting to you. You know. It's just, you see what I'm saying? That's kind of what a lot of you are starting to go through. It's kind of a slow process. What time we got here? Okay, let's get some advice. What advice do we have for the single Geminis? What advice do we have? What's the advice? Oh, karmic wheel reversed. Okay, oh, 7 of Wands. All right, yeah, so, yeah, use discernment. Use discernment. I mean, honestly, let me just put it to you like this. The universe ain't no dum-dum. Okay? When it is time and the vibration is right, the universe will bring you your fucking person. And after it happens, and you look back on it, you'll realize you wouldn't have been able to figure out how to make that happen in a million years. In a million years. So, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking action. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that sometimes in life, you step back, you take a look around at your life and say, okay, universe, I'm trusting that this is where you want me. I'm trusting that this is how you want it. Because I've tried everything. I've done everything. I have exhausted every option at my disposal. I've knocked on every metaphorical door. I've jumped on every opportunity, and still nothing's changing. No matter what I do, you won't let anything happen. So obviously this is where you want me. Again, it's balance. I'm not saying roll over and don't do nothing. I'm not saying just surrender and give up and be lazy. I'm saying, at what point do you come to the conclusion that the reason things aren't working out is because for whatever reason the universe doesn't want it to work out yet? Maybe it's not time. Maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe you're not a vibrational match yet. So at some point you step back and say, all right then, universe, dude, whatever. I've done everything. The rest of it is on you. This is obviously where you want me. This is obviously how you want my life to go. Whatever. You do the rest. You do the rest. There's a time and a place to go with the flow. There's a time and a place to fight the flow. So, yeah. You're at the very tail end of the going with the flow. We're getting into Cancer season, and things are starting to pick up. As Cancer season starts rolling along and picking up speed, then it's going to be time to take control of the wheel and start, Right now, we're still in the very first initiating stages of this new cycle. So, yeah, you're on the right track. Don't be questioning, if you've done everything you can think to do. One of my most frequently asked questions is, what am I not seeing? You know what the answer to that is 90% of the time? Nothing. What makes you think you're not seeing something? Well, because I've tried everything and nothing is working. That means it's not time. Simple. You tried everything? Everything. Everything? I believe you. But none of it worked? It's because it's not time. There's nothing you're not seeing. It's not time yet. That door will open when the time is right, not a minute sooner or later. Just learning how to discern when the time is right and when the time is right to step back and chill, that's spiritual wisdom, okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Gemini family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is down here in the description. And don't forget, y'all, I'm doing something new now. I got something new on my website, General Personal Readings. And I've been talking all night about how blown away I am at the positive response I'm getting from those. I did not expect it to get such an amazingly tremendous positive response. I only thought it was something that a few people would be interested in. I mean, I've been hearing that because, like I said, they're mainly directed towards those of you who don't know what to ask. We do hear that all the time, but in comparison to the rest of my audience, it's not that many people. At least one person a day will come to me and say, I need a reading, but I don't know what to ask, But I did not know that it was going to get the positive response that it's gotten. It's pretty cool, man. I should have been doing this whole time. I feel kind of dumb, dude, to be honest with you. But, yeah, very budget-friendly, and it's not a limited time thing. Sometimes I'll do things for a limited time, do this for 1 week or do that for 1 month. No, this is going to be on my website from this point moving forward. It ain't going nowhere, okay? All right, y'all, I'm out of here now. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.